Hello my friend, I hope you are doing really well today and keeping safe and healthy, as well as your loved ones, as always. So I wanted to come on here to provide my overview thoughts on the Tarte Glamour palette, and I have used it 5 times from the past few days. So this is what it looks like. It is well loved, and I had a chance to get familiar with Tarte's eyeshadow formula, and I would say it's good, but not my favorite. So for the first day, as you could see, I did kind of like a smoky eye, but it was unintentional because I remember I used the shade Chrome all over my lid. So it would be this one right here. This one is the shade Chrome. As you can see, it looks really light on the pan. But as soon as I swatched it and I started using it and applying it all over the lid, this is what it looks like. So it looks like a really dark blue gunmetal, just both shade. It was so dark, I was not expecting that, but it's really pretty. I was just not expecting it to have such a dark base. And so what I ended up doing is I used the lighter shade on top to make it less bold. And I forgot which one it was because there are 3 shades in total that's a bit lighter to cover that, but I was not sure which one I used. And then for the second day, this one came out as like a trio of different colors. So I really wanted to play with the blues. And I ended up using this one on my crease. But as you can see, it does have glitter, but on the eye it mostly comes out matte with a little bit of shimmer. So this is what it looks like. But then as you swatch it over, it does lose the sparkle and you're left with like a matte shade with mini sparkles on it. Super pretty there on the swatch, but on the eye it came out pretty matte. And then I used that gold shade all over my lid, so there was this one right here called Moxie. This one was really pretty. It just wasn't as shiny as it looked on the pan. So it's like a standard shimmer. It's not an ultra metallic. And so that's what it looks like right there. Super pretty. I don't have any complaints with the shimmer formula. It's just not really my favorite because as you can see, it does sheer out when you apply it on the lids. So like on the eyes. It's really different. Okay, so next is the third day, and this one was like a neutral eye. I do find that with the shimmers, as you can see in the picture, it does have fallout. But overall, I did like how it has that neutral sparkle effect. And the mattes did blend out beautifully here. I'm just not sure which shade I used because it could be between these two right here. So it could be this one or this one. And then on the 4th day, I decided to use this dark green matte on my outer corner. And this one was really pigmented, but I think I put too much. And for the lid, I did use this one right here. This one's more like a silver with a little bit of green in it. So that's what it looks like. It's like a dark silver. It almost looks like if it has a little bit of gray in there. But I put that one all over the lid for that day. I feel like with this look, it came out pretty decent, but it was definitely not my favorite. I thought that it came out too bold as I wanted, especially with the green matte shade. I think I just put too much. So next is the last look, and this one came out decent okay. I did use the dark purple shades right here, so I used this one and this together. And so as you can see for this one, it does have shimmer in it, but it's just more like a matte with shimmer. As you can see, it's not as shimmery as I like. And so as you can see, it's really dark. It doesn't have that much shine. And then for all over the lid, I believe I probably used either this one or Ritzy, this one. But for the inner corner, for sure, I was always using this shade. And so it would be this one. It's super pretty, really reflective and bright. So this one is called Clink, like that. So yeah, those are all of my looks. Now, if I have to be honest, I would say out of the looks I did with this palette, the third day was my favorite out of all of them. Because this one looked a lot more blended out. The shimmer looked beautiful. And overall it just didn't come out as bold as like the other ones. I do find that the mattes are really blendable. That's what I love about Tarte. But the shimmers, it's definitely so-so for me. I do find that it's not as metallic as it looks in the pan. Sometimes it comes out a bit darker than expected. And every time I see the darker shades that have shimmer, they just end up looking like a matte shade on the eyes. But don't get me wrong, Tarte's formula is really nice. It's just with this palette, I think it's the color story that makes it too bold for me to reach for it. I would also like to make a note that the shimmering shades, the ones that look like they have glitter in it, when you blow it away with your hand, when you swatch it, it does fly away. So you just end up with almost like a standard shimmer, but it's not as glittery. I feel like with the glitter shades, you would need to use a glitter glue for it to stay and not to fly away. So I hope that you found this helpful, my friend. Thank you so much for watching if you did. May God bless always. And I am wishing you a good day or night, whatever time you're watching. And I hope to see you next time on my other video real soon.